All right, so as you guys can see, the D&D 5e Monster Manual is here. I got this from Wizards of the Coast yesterday. I got it. It was a very nice surprise. I wasn't expecting it till probably today or tomorrow, but I did get it yesterday, and I feverishly ripped the box open and I started looking at the book. I wanted to see how. I wanted to see how the book is actually put together, and it is very well put together, guys. It is a very nice game. It's a very nice book. It's a fat book, as you can see. It is a total of 352 pages. It is on the same type of paper. It is on the same type of paper that is in the player's handbook. It looks like it was printed by the same company as well. And it's a beautiful book, everyone. I mean, seriously. I love 4th edition. Don't get me wrong. You guys know I talk highly of 4th edition. But I'll show you one thing real quick about. You'll see that basically here's something. Here's where the blights start. Basically, the blights, they're part of the Feywild. All right. Now the blights, it has lore. It has sections about the blights, and then it talks about the different types of blight. There's beautiful art on every single page, just about, everyone. I mean, this is beautiful stuff. And you'll notice that there are stat blocks for quite a few creatures of these blights. And all of this information about the different blights and all of this information here is loaded with hook points that you can use for adventures. So all of you DMs out there, I mean, this is excellent information to use. 4th edition lacked that in the Monster Manual. Granted, yes, the 4th edition Monster Manual did give you some lore information and gave you a little bit of information as well about the creature, but a lot of the information about that monster was the tactics that monster used for combat, because we all know that 4e was a tactical combat based game. But 5e has gone back to, I mean, adding a ton of hooks into the information here. There's all kinds of information on layers. It talks about everything. So we'll start at the beginning of the book, but I just wanted to show you guys that. I mean, it's a very nicely done book, everyone. I mean, seriously, right off the back, for first impression, that I thought was awesome. The book is beautiful and well put together. So, as you can see at the front, there's an alphabetical table of contents, and there's one in the back as well, but we'll talk about that later. And I'm kind of a little questioning on that. So, all right. So basically, what this does is it talks about the different areas of where these monsters dwell, whether it be in dungeons, or it talks about the Underdark. It talks about the different planes. It talks about underwater encounters, towns, wilderness, the Fae. I mean, it talks about everything. It talks about how to read all of these statistics, how to read the monster stat blocks. Very good. What it does not go into, it does not go into damage per hit die level. I wish the Monster Manual would have had those formulas, but I'm betting those formulas are probably going to be in the Dungeon Master Guide. Now, there are some formulas for determining your average hit dice, your average hit points per hit die, and there's also some information. Basic information on what the proficiency bonus, I think, this is the chart here for the challenge level, which that's good. So that's all fine and dandy, but let's get some damage tables in here as well, because you would be able to actually create monsters and have a pretty accurate assumption on what kind of damage this creature would do, say for like a bite, or say for a claw, or a gore, or something like that. It also has a experience points challenge rating table. Very nice. It also talks about the different languages and what they do. There's just all kinds of stuff. I mean, it talks about the different types of monsters, whether it be aberrations or the beast or humanoids, giants, oozes. I mean, it basically breaks everything down and shows you everything about the monsters, and that's what I truly like. But all of the other monster manuals and editions past did that as well. So they are keeping with the trend, which is definitely a good thing. But as you guys can see, all this new art is totally beautiful. I mean, it is really nice. It talks about how to treat the traits, how to treat the actions, how to substitute the actions for, say, like a dragon breath or an extra attack. It talks about the reactions that the creatures get if they get a reaction. It talks about how monsters grapple. And then it goes into a very nice section about the legendary creatures. And the legendary creatures are new in 5th edition. Which, I'll be honest, everyone, I was truly concerned at the end of the last playtest packet from October 14th of 2013. The monsters were really lackluster. And I was really concerned. When my party of level 2 people, level 2 characters, could beat a high-level Tyrannosaurus Rex with no problem in like a round and a half, I was actually concerned. But the monster manual is these monsters, guys, and I know we've seen this in Dead of Thay. That's when the monsters really started changing, is when they started doing 5e encounters. Then we could start seeing all of the changes and stuff like that. So, like I said, I was concerned about the monsters, but guys, whoever came up with the challenge rating deserves a raise. Just like the person that came up with the bonus action deserves a raise as well, because those are new mechanics that really changed the game from last playtest to where it is right now. So, but anyways, runs, you can do whatever you want, man. Just you can just put anything in there, runs, and feel free to do it, man. It's all good, man. So, like I was saying, legendary creatures, it talks about the legendary actions and how you get to use these legendary actions depending on what the monster and what the mechanic says. So basically, most of the time it'll be you get to use a legendary action at you get 3 points, and you can use a legendary action at the end of somebody's turn. So, and then it goes into the legendary layers. So the legendary layers for the legendary creatures, like the dragons and all these other creatures that are legendary, the vampire, there's actually a lot of bonuses that these legendary creatures get. Totally new mechanic. That was not even in the closed play, the open play test. So the legendary monsters, beautiful. Now you can see that also Wizards has also gone back to what they've done for past editions before. Even 4th edition they did this. They would put one monster per page, or they would move it over to another page and have more stat blocks. So the art is new, it's beautiful, and I mean it talks, like I said, it talks about all kinds of different lore. It talks about, it gives you hook points. I mean, this literally gives you hook points that you could use for an adventure. And it has, and another great thing about this, guys, is this book has so many monsters. There's such a massive variety of monsters. It's crazy. They're not just humanoids. I mean, there are tons of dragons, and I'm going to be showing you guys this stuff. But there's tons of dragons, there's tons of demons, there's tons of devils, there's a massive variety on flying creatures, swarms, oozes. I mean, there is everything in this book. It is like an all-in-one book. And I mean, this book is damn near perfect. I mean, I really am enjoying this book. And I'm really enjoying the way that all of these creatures are set up, and I'm really enjoying the creature, the challenge rating. That is going to be great. The challenge rating is everything in this game. I mean, it really is for the monsters. Say if you got a level 10 party, and they're all level 10, you got 4 people, you add them up, divide by 4, that means that they are, let's say, average level of 10 party. All you would have to do, guys, is take that 10 and take monsters to add up to challenge level 10. That's for, you know, an easy encounter. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, then you would basically beef it up. So instead of having a challenge level 10, you would go up to like 12 or 13. Sind, thank you very much for the follow. I'm sorry, thank you very much for the subscription. I'm going to go ahead and give everyone 25 EXP. So you guys are going to all get 25 EXP. I totally appreciate the sub. I appreciate Sindrain. You've been around for a good while, and I do appreciate all of your support. So thank you very much. So let's go ahead and let's do an add point all 25. Congratulations, everyone gets 25 points for the sub. There you go. Thank you, Sindrain. You guys could all thank Sindrain for that. All right, so to get back with the guys, this thing is really beautiful. And like I was saying, if you want a fair challenge to your players, you would give them 10. You can go from 1/8 level to half level, quarter level, all the way up to, you could do one challenge rating 10, and then throw in some, maybe throw in a couple half challenge ratings, or maybe a couple single 1-point challenge ratings, and that would make the encounter much more difficult for your party. So challenge rating is great, guys. I mean, it truly is. Man, challenge rating is so great. I can't say that enough. I mean, really, for a dungeon master, it is awesome. All right, so as you can see, here's the aboleth. You can see that there's also lore on the aboleth as well. Abernaki, man, thank you very much for the sub as well. Abernaki, you guys get another add point 25. There's 50 points you guys got already tonight. So thank you very much again, Abernaki, for your support. You've been around for a good while as well, and thank you very much. I do appreciate it. There's angels, everyone. You can see that there are quite a few angels, and they actually have a really beefy challenge rating. They start at, I think they start at 10. Yeah, the Diva's at 10. Then it goes up to the Planetar's 17, 16, and then there's the Solar. I mean, they're just unbelievable, guys. The art in this is awesome. I mean, it's just amazing. And you can see that there's also animated objects, which basically has the animated suit of armor, which was in the playtest. And then it has a couple other pretty cool items, the Rug of Smothering and the Flying Sword. You can see that, everything has art. I mean, it's beautiful. There's the Ankh, great. And the Ankh is actually a pretty low level challenge rating now, which would be great for lower level parties. Mine. Did I say that? Hello, is the mic on? It is, I think. So, I mean, there's everything from an Aesir to Banshees to Basilisk, the Behir. Oh my gosh, man, the Behir. And then here's the Beholders, multiple pages for Beholders, and then it talks about the layers and the extra actions and everything that the Beholder gets while it's in its lair. It talks about the actual the different Beholders, which I'm not going to go too much into, but I will enable that though. Ron, sorry about that. There you go. See, there's the Death Tyrant. Yes, it is undead. Blights, Bugbears with the Bugbear Chieftain. All kinds of, I mean, the art in this is beautiful, everyone. Like I said, I mean, this is awesome. The Boulette, Bullywugs, Cambion, Carrion Crawler. A lot of classic stuff, and it's just awesome to see. the centaur, the chimera, the cloaker, the cool. Old balls, thanks a lot, man. You've got some old balls, bud. Thank you very much for the subscription, old balls. I totally appreciate it. Congratulations, everyone gets another 25 EXP. Wow, Subtrain tonight. You guys are great, man. I totally appreciate it. You guys are... It's very humbling, guys. Believe me, this is unbelievable. There you go, there's the cloaker, the cockatrice, coatl. I mean, there's everything. There's there's the there's the stranger, guys. The stranger. Petrified goblin hand, cyclops. But the pages are beautiful, guys. It's the same paper that's in the player's handbook. I mean, the same tones and the same colors, and I love how this art is not so bright and in your face. I mean, it's good stuff, guys. It really is. There's the old Death Knight. Run into one of these in a dark alley. Challenge 17. Good luck with that. The Demi-Lich, how it's a legendary creature now, which it should be. And then here's the demon section. Talks about all of the different demons, the Balor, all of the different summoning variants for the demons. It goes into all of them. I mean, there's beautiful. Then it has a lot of variants as well. You know, there's variants. Actually, there's several monsters that actually give you stats for playing them as races, and it's really nice. Goes into the devils, you know, the lore of the devils and the layers of the elemental chaos and stuff. So, well, I guess it's now the 9 hells. So, but there you go. There's all the variants for summoning the devils, and then here you go, everything from the bearded devil to the bone devil, the famous bone devil, to the barbed devil. I mean, there's the chain devil. I mean, there is everything in here, guys. This is just so beautiful. I can smell the fresh ink every time I turn a page. It's just like, wow. Has everything from pit fiends to, I mean, everything. Spine devil, everything. Glenn, thanks a lot, man, for the sub, man. I totally appreciate it, Glendo. You've been around for a while as well, and thank you so much for the sub. That's the 4th one tonight. Holy crap! And you guys get another 25, so that's 100 EXP for everyone now that's been in the channel. Smells like a new car, everyone. I mean, it really does. And there you go. There's dinosaurs. There's an actual dinosaur section, and believe me, everyone, the dinosaurs are balls to the wall now. The dinosaurs were weak in the open playtest, but now that they have a pretty nice challenge rating to them, they are pretty insane. There you go. There's the classic Displacer Beast. Look at that art. Holy Christ, that is beautiful. Awesome. So good. So good. So good. Yeah, there's 6 different dinosaurs. The Doppelganger. Uh-oh. The Draco-Lich. Look at that art. Good stuff. Talks about you know, the lore, you know, different things about the Draco-Lich. It talks about the legendary actions. Got a beautiful stat block. There's the Shadow Dragon, and then it goes into, now it's starting to go into all the dragons. And guys, there are basically 40 pages of dragons in the monster manual. And these 40 pages of dragons, everyone, for every chromatic dragon and every metallic dragon, there are 4. there are 4. So as you can see here, here's the ancient black dragon, and it talks about the black dragon's lair. It talks about everything about the black dragon. There's all kinds of hooks embedded in there as well. But as you can see, there's the black dragon, the ancient black dragon, challenge level 21. Crazy. Now, sure, Link, we'll talk about that later. But as you can see, here's the adult black dragon, the young black dragon, and the black dragon wormling. They're all different challenge ratings, which is great. I mean, which is really great. But it does talk about the black dragon, you know, the do's and don'ts of black dragons, everything, guys. The layers, the bonuses that, you know, the dragon gets special layer actions and everything. I mean, it's crazy. You know, as you can see, here's the blue dragon. Pages of, you know, several pages for the blue dragon, 3 pages. Stat block, just like the black, there's the ancient, the adult, young blue. And this carries on for the entire dragon section. So there are four dragons for every single chromatic dragon and metallic dragon. And like I said, it talks about the layers, everything. Red dragon. What do you guys think of this art so far? I love the way the new art is. I really do. It's not really bubbly or really bright. I really like the way the art direction has gone. But I mean, it's D&D. All of the D&D art is amazing. All of the D&D art is. I mean, it truly is. There's the whites. Now we're getting into the metallics. There is the brass. And like all of the other dragons so far, it has all of the the regional stuff, the layer actions. I mean, talks about what kind of treasure they like. I mean, that's good stuff, guys. The chroma key should be turned off. It was turned off. I'll turn it back off again. Hopefully it won't do that anymore. So it keeps the chroma key. It seems like it keeps turning back on. So I noticed that as well, Mythgar. So there you go. There's the bronze stuff. The copper dragons. The gold. Now look at that gold dragon. Holy shit. Beautiful. Beautiful. The challenge ratings on the wormlings are pretty good too. So I really like that. Now, if I would have had the monster manual 2-3 weeks ago, when I would have put that the one-shot group, I would have put them against the white wormling. That would have been a really fun fight. It probably I don't know. It might have still turned into a total party kill, but it would have been a lot funner for the group. There's the silvers, and you can see it goes into the turtle dragon, and there's the dryad. So you guys could see there was a massive amount of dragons. Massive, guys. There's the dryads, the dryders variants for spell casting. So if you want to add spells to the dryder, there you go. There's the variant. And it talks about, for the dryad, it talks about, for the fae, and then it gives you hook points in there. Catfish, what's up, buddy? There's the duergar. Now we go into the elementals, and it talks about all the different elements. And then here you can see, I love how this is displayed. This is probably one of my favorite pages in the Monster Manual so far. This and the giants. This is a beautiful representation of the elements of the different elements. This is unbelievable. And the elements they're all pretty good challenge ratings. So, if you got a party of level, 15 characters, put them against 4 level 5 challenge ratings, and oh man, well, challenge rating 5s, and they'll have a hell of a time. Bubba Hearth, man, thank you very much for the subscription, Bubba Hearth. I totally appreciate it. That is number 5 tonight. So you guys get another 25. That's 125 now that the channel has gotten. And thank you very much for your support, Bubba Hearth. Thank you very much to everyone who has supported. I totally appreciate it, guys. All right, so now we get into some drow. And it actually has quite a few drow as well. It has a lot about the Underdark in this section as well. Talks about Loth and the priestesses and everything else. And here's a pretty nice selection of drows. Pretty good stuff here, guys. I mean, it really is. Some Emps, Ettercaps, lore for each as well. And this is a reoccurring theme throughout the entire book, guys. There's one page per monster, and if that monster or class of monsters needs 2 pages, it is literally 2 full pages. Now, however, I did find the exception of the Sturge. The Sturge is on a half a page, and I'll show you guys will see that in a little while. So yes, Wee Willie, there are a lot of immunities and resistances to damages and other conditions. So yes, especially in the mid, I'd say the 3 to 4 to 5 challenge rating, there are quite a few resistances and stuff like that, which is good. There's your fairy dragons and Ettins. There's the flame skull, the same flame skull from Lost Mine of Phandelver adventure. The Flumph. There's the Fomorians from the Feywild. And there's a nice section on fungi or fungi, whatever you want to call them. There's quite a bit of lore about the Shrieker, the Violet Fungus, and the Gas Spore. The Galebdur. The Gargoyle. A nice section on genies. Actually, quite a nice section on genie. And the genie is sort of like I don't want to say it's a forgotten about. I mean, there's genies in every editions, but 5th edition actually does a really nice job on all of the genies. So here's the genies, the Freet, the Dowl, and there's the genie himself. So I mean, but the art, guys, is unbelievable. And then there's a bunch of variant powers for the genies as well. There's the Marid, and then it goes into the Ghost. The Ghosts are actually really tough now compared to where they were in the open playtest. The Ghost is pretty tough. There's the Ghast and the Ghoul. Here's my other one of my other favorite sections of the book as well, and this is the giant section. And this has a lot of information about the legends of giants and all of the different items that they throw, and a lot of lore about giants, the different types of giants. I mean, it is great. Shows you sizes, compared from the hill giant, small, all the way up to the storm giant, which is the biggest giant. And then it has the giant gods and all. There's just all kinds of lore. And this is probably one of my other favorite pages of the book, that it just represents all of the giants and the stat blocks. I mean, that page is so nicely put together. It's awesome. Great stuff here. Good stuff. Holy cow. And the giants, they have pretty good challenge ratings as well. I mean, they start at 5 and go up to 9. But of course, the storm giant, it goes up to way above 10. So, but there's the storm and the stone giant. Here's the Mouther, gibbering. Here's the Githyanki. This is the Githyanki and the other Gith. These are my favorite monsters in D&D. Period. And I fell in love with the Fiend Folio in the middle 80s, and that was actually the first book that I ever bought with my own money from mowing yards and stuff around the neighborhood. And so the Gith, I fell in love with the Gith Yankee on the cover. And then when I started reading about the Gith, and it was actually, and how, how the Gith actually, were enslaved, and then, yada yada yada. It was good stuff. But this is probably my favorite page, and favorite 2 pages in the Monster Manual. And it has the Gith Yankees, and also has the Giths as well. Good stuff. I mean, unbelievable stuff. Has a good section on gnolls. Yep, exactly, Naceros. Great section on packs, and the different the god of the goblinoids and the gnolls, and yeah, that's good stuff. Well, not of the goblinoids, but of the gnolls, and it goes into the deep gnome, and then it has goblins here, and I like it how 5th edition and 4th edition it classified the bugbear, the hobgoblin, and the goblin as goblinoids, which they are. I mean, we all know that they are goblinoids, but they were all within the same section of the Monster Manual. Like Monster Manual 1 had, the goblinoid section, and the bugbears were there, and then the goblinoids, well, the goblins and the hobgoblins, but the 5th edition Monster Manual basically separated them and put bugbears with the B's and the goblins with the G's and the hobgoblins separately. So I mean, it's really good. And this talks about the goblin layers, and there's a goblin boss. I can't let you guys see the stats because I may be using that pretty soon. So here's all the different golems. These are really nice too. Clay golem, the flesh golem. The flesh golem was definitely revamped. That's for sure compared to how it used to be. There's the gorgon. Here's the stone giant. Well, I'm sorry, the stone golem, and the iron golem. A couple of great creatures. The Grick and the Grell. Good stuff here. Beautiful art. I mean, unbelievable stuff here. Great stats, and there's even a Grick Alpha, which is nice. Classic stuff like the Griffin. Here's the Grimlock. Poor humanoid. Hags. Has a great section on hags. It has like the green hag. It has a sea hag. There's the night hag. Great stuff. Harpy. Here's the there you go. The half dragon. Yeah, this is nice too. All kinds of lore, and then it gives you variances for the different dragons, chromatic or metallic. Hellhound, the helmed horror, good stuff. The hippogriff. Here's a section on the hobgoblin. It's got the warlord, got the captain, the normal grunt hobgoblin that kills in one shot. Homunculus, the hooked horror, classic right there. That's good stuff. The Hydra, Intellect Devourer, Invisible Stalker, the Jackalware. The kobold, the winged kobold. The winged kobold was cool to read about. Kenkus. The Kraken! Release the Kraken! Yeah, the challenge rating on the Kraken is a 23. So, the first time that we go cross the Sword Sea, yeah, you'll be seeing a Kraken. Hey, what's up, Underscore? How you doing, man? Kuatao! There you go. Great section on the Kuatao. And then it has some variances as well for the Kuatao. Lamias. Good stuff. The Lich. another legendary creature, as it should be. Talks about the lair, the action, the all of the bonuses for being in the lair. Great section on the lizard folk, couple pages worth. This is really nice as well. The shaman. Nice section on lycanthropes. Has like the boar. I think it has like the tiger, the bear, all kinds of like variances. Has all of the has like the variances for player characters as lycanthropes. Good stuff. And the good optional rules there. There's the werebear. This is another good. I like these double pages set up like this. I really do. Were-rats, the boars, the bears, good stuff. The were-tigers, werewolf. Gotta have the werewolf. I mean, come on. Magman, manticore. I love that manticore. Man, that thing is vicious. Got a good challenge rating on the manticore as well. Challenge level 3. So, I mean, if you got a 10th level party, throw 4 of those at it, man, they'd have a blast. The Medusa, gotta love the Medusa. The Mephits, bunch of different ones. Steam, smoke, mud, magma, merfolk. That's, to talk about the merfolk. That's one good thing about this monster manual. They didn't exclude water creatures. I mean, it has like the kraken, the merfolk, the kuatau, the marrow. I mean, it has a lot of water creatures, and there's a lot more in the back of the book in another section, which is, I mean, this is beautiful. I mean, they didn't forget about anything. I mean, they got all the different types of dungeon monsters, NPCs. I mean, there is everything in this book. I mean, this is 320 to 350. I didn't singly count every single monster, but I'm guesstimating there's probably 325 to 350 monsters total between all 3 sections. So there you go. There's a mimic, another one of my favorite creatures, and the mimic are actually really fun in 5e as well. But I do love the mimic. There's the mind flayer. There's some variant rules for the mind flayer as well. There's the classic minotaur. And here's some modrons or modrons, however you would say those. These are little steampunk type of gnomish engineering, I guess it would be. Good stuff. Mechanicals. I like this. There's a good variety of these actually as well. There's, I think, 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, there you go. The mummy, good stuff. Got a couple different mummies actually. A mummy and a mummy lord, I think. And the mummy lord, the mummy lord is legendary. The mummy isn't, but the mummy lord is. And the mummy lord has a challenge rating of 15, which is great. So there you go. There's the nice, all of the sporus type of creatures, the myconids, myconids, the bone naga, several other nagas as well. Nightmare. I love this art. Ogre, Nothic, same Nothic that's in the Lost Mine of Phandelver. Good stuff. There's the half ogre. Here's Mike Merle's favorite monster of all time. He told us on the stream last time he was here that he loved the Oni, the Oni. Nice section on oozes. It goes from like the cube to the ochre to the gray to the black, and there's a lot of there's some variant choices as well for the gray used on there. There's the black pudding. Good stuff. Holy crap. Gray ooze, the jelly, the gelatinous cube. Good art on that too. I like that. Orcs. Really nice. Talks about the many arrows tribe. It talks about, Grumsh. It talks about, just orcs in general. A lot of good lore, actually. And then it has this is another good page where there's 4 orcs, your grunt, your war chief, the eye, and Orog. Atiug, the owlbear, Pegasus, Peridon, Piercer, Pixie, Pseudo Dragon, Purple Worm, challenge level, challenge rating 15, Quaggoth, Rakshasa, good stuff. The shape changers. The Remorazes, the Reverence, the classic Roper, the Roke, the Rock. There you go, there's the Rust Monster. Rust Monster's pretty good. Sahuagin, the Sahuagins, Salamanders. Good variety on the Sahuagins as well. The Satyrs, Salamander, Scarecrow. It's actually cool they put a Scarecrow in there. A Shadow. Shambling Mound. Shield Guardian. Good challenge rating on the Shield Guardian, actually. I like it. Skeletons. Wow, and look at this, guys. Wizards put a Minotaur skeleton up there. Unbelievable. There's even a Warhorse skeleton. And there's, other stuff as well. Here's the Slotties. You guys were talking about the Slotties earlier. There's a bunch of variant rules as well. And it has the red, the blue, the tadpole, the green, the gray. It has all that stuff. Good stuff. Death, the Spectre. Sphinxes. Great section on Sphinxes as well. The Sphinxters. The Sphincters. These are legendary creatures, so it talks about the legendary actions for its lair, and there's the Gynosphinx, the Sprite, the Sturge. Here's the one exception that I found, guys, for a full page, but this is nothing. There's a half page of Sturge because it talks about the Succubus and the Incubus on the other page. So there you go, guys. That's what you guys are wanting to see as well. The Succubus and Incubus. They have a very good challenge rating of 4. Good stuff. Nice charms. The kissing and shape changing. All that good stuff. The Tarrasque. This is the Godzilla of Dungeons and Dragons. The Tarrasque. The only challenge level 30, well, challenge rating 30 creature in the game. At this point, anyways. Challenge rating 30. Thrycreans. So it's just not in Dark Sun. And here's some, weapons and psionic power variants. Now, I wish there would have been a lot more, a lot of pages of, variants of different powers and, different bites and poisons. That would have been really great to have inside the monster manual. But I really think that that's coming in the DMG. There's some treants, troglodytes, the Great Troll, variances with the trolls, the unicorn, Warhuck's favorite pony. There's the Umber Hulk. I like this Umber Hulk picture, this art. Good stuff. Challenge rating of a 5 for an Umber Hulk. Great stuff. The unicorn, there's the vampire. And then it goes into like Ravenloft, talking about Ravenloft. So I will expect a campaign setting for Ravenloft, because it does talk about Count Strahd von Zarovich. It does, or Zarovic. It does talk about the Count. So I'm expecting something coming out campaign setting wise. Definitely. I definitely think it would come out for Ravenloft. And you can see here's the legendary vampire, all of the lair bonuses and vampire spawn. Here's a water weird. Water weird's a classic creature. White, will-o-wisp, the wraith, the wyvern, the zorn, and here's another cool couple pages. The yeti and the abominable snowman. Well, the abominable yeti, which is pretty great. It's really great actually. And then there's a lot of information about the yeti. Yontees. There we go. Pages of them. There you go. Malisons, abominations, variant rules. There's actions for the different shape changing. There's the pure blood. Yugoloths. Nice section on the Yugs as well. Good challenge ratings on them as well. Up to about a 13. And then here's some zombies, undead. Basically the zombie, the ogre zombie, and the beholder zombie. So basically, I like it. I like how they kept it as zombie instead of putting the beholder zombie with the beholders. So no, Bristles, the pages are definitely glossy. Like I had mentioned earlier, Bristles, they are basically the same type of page as the player's handbook. Now, here's the first appendix here, guys. Or appendices, whatever you want to say it. These are all the miscellaneous creatures. I guess these are the creatures that really didn't warrant having a full page, and plus they just didn't have room. So it has everything from an awakened shrub to an ape, an axebeak to, bloodhawk, boar, brown bear, blink dog, black bear, bat, badger, baboon, buffoon. Oh my gosh, Big Dirt's in there? No, I kid. Camel, crab. I mean, it has all kinds of creatures. Direwolf. Lots of giant creatures as well. Lots of, there's the elephant, the eagle, lots of giant stuff. You guys, there's a couple pages, actually 3 or 4 pages of giant stuff. Giant crocodile, giant eagle, giant fire beetle, giant crab, snakes, giant octopus. So, like I said, there's quite a bit of, there's a lot of creatures for the water, which has always been kind of sold short. But I'm glad to see a lot of that stuff. There's a giant hyena, giant lizard, giant owl. I mean, there's just so many pages of giant stuff. It's crazy. There's like 8 pages total. There's jackal, all kinds of stuff. Mastiff, mammoth, panther, octopus, the quipper, the polar bear. And it's got art as well. And then it even has variant rules for like the cave bear. There's the phase spider, the poisonous snake. It has a great variety. And now, this is what I really like. I love the swarms. There are a lot of swarms as well. There's the swarm of bats, swarm of insects, swarm of poisonous snakes. All kinds of variants for different types of swarms of insects. There is the swarm of quippers, the swarm of ravens, rats. So there's a lot of swarms here too. Good stuff. I said phase spider, not face spider, vacant palm. Thank you. Phase spider. I can call it face spider if you want me to. There you go. Winter Wolf, Warhorse, armor, the AC for the actual armor itself for the Warhorses. There's the Wolf, there's the Warg. Now there's the second section, which is non-player characters, and there's a lot here. I mean, I've seen some challenge level 1/8 up to like 2. I mean, they're really nice. Has the Acolyte, the Archmage, Assassin, Bandit, pretty much whatever's in the Dungeon Master free Dungeon Master guide, and then it has some other different ones as well. Has a Occult Fanatic, Berserker, Bandit Captain, Druid Gladiator, Guard Knight Mage, variant rules as well. Noble, Priest, Scout, Spy. Lots of information. Veteran, Thug, and that's it, guys. Now the last thing is the index, and there was an index at the beginning, and it's basically the same thing. You know, not exactly the same, but its purpose is the same. What I would have liked to seen here is a challenge rating list in challenge rating order from 0 to 1/8, 1/2, 1/4, 1, all the way to 30. I would have loved to seen this here, even though this is small text and you can barely read it. I would have liked to seen this done differently. This is the only thing. This is the only thing that I see as a something that could have possibly been improved on with the challenge rating matrix. So, but other than that, everyone, I mean, honestly, this book is going to be $40, $50. It is worth every single penny. Like I said, the art's beautiful. The way that the monsters are displayed with the lore, there's plenty of hook points in all of this. You know, all of this information for every creature. You know, there's a ton of legendary creatures. There's a ton of information on the layers of these legendary creatures. I'm also going to be taking all of these. I'm actually working on this now, and I will have this on the Dungeon Master section for next week. I'm taking the Monster Manual. I'm taking the basic rules. I'm taking all of the expeditions, all of the encounters, everything that has to do with monsters. I am creating my own, basically, matrix of CR level 0 to CR level 30, and it will give you the challenge rating, the name of the monster, what it is, whether it's humanoid, slime, aberration, and then it'll give you the source. And I will cross-source them, so if it's in the Monster Manual and the basic rules, or a module like Lost Mine of Phandelver, I will literally have those cross-referenced as well. So it's going to take a little bit of time to do, but I really think the Dungeon Masters out there would really appreciate having that, because we don't have that from Wizards, which I would have really liked to seen that done. Like I said, I would have loved to seen that done for the last couple pages, but hey, they probably didn't have room to do it, so I can see why they probably did it, because they had all this extra art that they needed to get on here. So yeah, but that's no problem. I mean, seriously, guys, this book is beautiful. I mean, this is very well put together. There's a lot of hook points for every type of monster, a lot of information about that type of monster, and the monsters are tough, guys. The challenge rating is great. I love the challenge rating. It is it's great. So yeah, I'll have that done, guys. It's going to take me a couple days to do. I should have that up by next week, probably Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So the things that I'll be putting on the site next week are some free tokens. I'll be putting some different floor tiles and stuff up next week on the Dungeon Master's site, well, on the Dungeon Master page. And these are all free tokens. These are not paid for tokens like at the Roll20 Marketplace. These are all free tokens that were off of RPG Share or Dungenie. I will also give credit to the artists as well. I'll also have up next week, like I was saying, I will have the Pure Orc race, if you guys want to play, evil races, and I'll also have the Goblin up as well. Today I released the Bugbear and the Minotaur, so you guys can go to the player section, download those on PDF. Last week I put out the Lizardman and Kobold, so I'm going to put out 2 more weeks worth of races, and then I'll be done with that. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming up on the player and Dungeon Master site, so you guys need to just keep checking. I mean, that's all I can say. Because if I have time to do something, I'll do it and just get it up there and probably not say anything until Wednesday next week. So, but overall, everyone, seriously, a beautiful book. I mean, it is worth every single penny. And I appreciate Wizards of the Coast for sending this book to me and giving me the opportunity to do this as a review. And it is really a quality product, and this is good. And I was really critical of D&D 5, everyone. If you've known me for a while, and I did the open play test for when I first started streaming on Twitch, and I had a lot of concerns about this, but I don't have any more concerns, honestly. I don't have any concerns about the rules. I don't have any concerns about the difficulty of the monsters. I don't have any concerns about anything with 5e anymore. I don't know what happened between the last playtest and now, but whatever happened was unbelievable. I mean, the new challenge rating, the new skill system, the background system, the proficiency, universal proficiency system. I mean, the challenge rating system, the bonus action. Guys, the game is fucking awesome. And if you don't play 5e, you need to get it. Seriously. I'm not joking. It is the shit. And this is good for the tabletop gaming industry. Because when you think of a tabletop game, the first name that comes to mind is Dungeons and Dragons. Every time. Pathfinder doesn't come to mind. It's Dungeons and Dragons. And it's good for Dungeons and Dragons as a name to have a great edition like this. I mean, it not only helps Dungeons and Dragons and Wizards of the Coast, but it helps the entire tabletop gaming industry. It helps every single company, because when more people play D&D 5e and start getting the box sets and downloading the free rules, then people go and experiment with other games like the Pathfinders, like the 13th Age and Numenaria and all these other games. So it does nothing but it helps the entire industry, and that is awesome. So computer games really, and MMOs in particular, really hurt the tabletop game industry for probably a decade. But now it looks like a lot of people are starting to get into this for the first time, and yeah, I mean, it's great, guys. It's great. So yeah, that's my review of the book. I mean, it's solid. I mean, the construction of the book is tough. Beautiful. It's got a tough spine. The pages are high gloss. The cover is high gloss. You guys can see the high gloss here. I mean, it's a beautiful book, everyone. And if you don't get it, if you don't have it, well, I know you don't have it, but only a couple people have them. But you need to get it. I know that they go on sale this Friday at not all game stores, but certain special game stores that do like encounters and expeditions and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's the great thing, Wee Willie. I mean, everybody has their own opinion. Pathfinder's a great game. I like Pathfinder, but I'm definitely a 5e guy, 4e guy. So, and a classic guy, first edition. So, in fact, I'm just a D&D guy. I love all D&D. I just don't like one. I love Pathfinder too. I like a lot of games. I like Savage Worlds. I love Dragon Age as well. So, I mean, but when a good edition comes out from D&D, it not only helps Wizards of the Coast, guys. It helps the entire tabletop game company. I mean, it helps everyone. It really does. So there you go. There's the review on the Monster Manual. It was beautiful, and like I said, I appreciate Wizards of the Coast for sending me one. to give me the opportunity to check it out and review this bad boy. So, all right, guys, we are going to continue on now, and I'm going to turn the stream off for just a second, guys. I've got to get my chroma key back up. So give me about a minute, and we're going to start doing some other stuff. We're going to talk about 5e rules. We'll talk about whatever rules. We'll talk about Pathfinder rules if you guys want to. So I've got some viewer mail I want to open up as well. We'll do the this is my only night that I get to do this kind of stuff with you guys, because I'm DMing most of the time. We're also going to do the talk about oh yeah, that's right, the Dungeon Master Guide was postponed by 3 weeks. I believe it's coming out the beginning of December now. I think December 8th, 9th, or 10th or something like that. We'll talk about last week's game still, and we'll talk about what everybody bought on Amazon this week. I haven't even really barely looked at it, but there's a couple interesting things. So anyways, guys, give me 2 minutes. I'm going to run a couple commercials. I'm going to take a break real quick, and if you guys would be so gracious enough to turn off your ad blockers if you're running them. I don't like using them on Twitch. I try to support Twitch and the other streamers and stuff on here, so I would appreciate you guys turning it off and refreshing your browser. And I've got to get to my my chroma key set back up, and I will be back in probably about 3 minutes, everyone. So sit tight. We'll be right back, and then we'll start talking about everything else tabletop game-wise. So, all right, everybody. Be right back in about 3 minutes. Iculus 1030, thanks for the follow as well. But I will be right back, everyone. All right. All right. Oh, look at that. Oh, my. My dirty desk. You guys get to see my dirty desk. Alright, where'd my cam go? There it is. Holy cow, look at that ugly dude. What's up, everybody? How are ya? Oh, wow, that's scary. I gotta minimize this as quickly as possible. Look at that ferocious beard, though. That's pretty sexy. There we go. Alright. Back to normal for the most part. Alright. Let's pull up a let's pull up a browser for the other screen. Let's actually go on to Roll20. Yeah, thank you very much, Roll20, for the retweet. I like it. So yeah, you guys, Nolan's going to be here next Wednesday. He's going to be here at 8 p.m. Eastern, and that would be 5 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, J-Dog, I didn't mean to scare you with that extreme close-up. Totally didn't mean to scare you there. I love that bag cam. Easy run on the crotch cam. That was the crotch cam. The camera was just you know, out of range of the crotch, so. All right, so what do you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about games. Let's talk about all kinds of stuff. Open mic, guys. Seriously, what do you guys want to talk about tabletop games? What do you guys want to talk about? Talk to me. That's why I'm here, guys. That's why I'm here tonight, everybody. Because we're going to talk about all of that good stuff. D&D, Pathfinder, we'll talk about everything. Hell, we'll even talk about that ridiculous dice setup that they have in Age of Rebellion and Edge of Empire. We'll talk about that wicked-ass dice set that they have. Which I bought the beginner box set. That was actually a really wicked. That is actually a really intimidating. That's actually a really intimidating dice rule set that they have for that game. Now my Miami Hurricanes hat is yes, I'm a Miami Hurricanes fan and a University of Central Florida fan. Those are the colleges that I went to. Oh, the bag of holding. Yeah, Tronksy runs ordered that on Amazon. He got that. But yeah, he got it from Amazon. He just got it, actually. He starts his new job next week. Congratulations, Runs. That is awesome. Yeah, Monster Envy, I think proficiency is fine as it is as well. I don't think it needs to be adjusted. Easy runs about that crotch cam. Let's talk away, huh, Tom Tom? And what's up, Tom Tom? See, old balls. About 5e fighter maneuver, evasive footwork. What to stop working? What to stop moving, man? Let's get out the old battle master there, old balls. Old balls. Dude, you're a funny dude, old balls. You really are, man. Your emails are crazy, man. I love them. All right, so let's go to the fighter and let's look at the battle master. Because I believe you are talking about the battle master, right? Cleric, druid. Stop moving. Let's see. Lolzarst. Thank you for the follow there, Lolzarst. Well, for the battle master, I don't see stop moving. That's what you call it. Let's see. Student of war, know the enemy, maneuvers. Yeah, what are you talking about? I don't see stop moving.